Joining me now. All right, we have Michele Tafoya, host of the Michele Tafoya podcast. We also have Hadley, Heath Manning, Steamboat Initiative Executive VP. I'm hoping, Michele, this woke stuff is going to be in our rearview mirrors. Speaking of driving on non-racist roads, do you think there's any chance that this stuff can go away for good?
Wow, I would like to think so, right? We lived without, having to identify our pronouns on screen for forever until recently. The pronouns I'm particularly prickly about, I just think it's so stupid. And you fill out medical forms and what are your pronouns? All of that to me, I hope is very passé now. There will be resistance. There will, especially to things like Indigenous Peoples Day. No way are you going to change the name of that. Columbus was an imperialist murderer and all of the rest. I think if these woke people really had their druthers, we'd go back and change a lot of history just to satisfy them. But the fact is, history is history. We've got to just move forward. We can't erase it. Erasing it is a disservice.
Yeah, the erasing of history always eerily reminds me of that iconic book, Brave New World, where it's just, let's erase the past and just go with what is here and what is now. All right, Hadley, I want to get to this idea, too. There's one more flag policy, the first time ever enacted. President Trump did that in his first week. No more Pride or BLM flags will be allowed to fly over U.S. embassies or U.S. outposts at home or abroad. Just the American flag. We don't want to clutter up or confuse the meaning of what this great country is all about. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of backlash continuing about this. What do you think?
He's the president. He has authority to decide that. I support the move about the one flag policy. It's U.S. embassies. They represent every American. So let's stick to that one unifying national symbol, the American flag. Obviously, what you put in front of your house or what you put up in your place of business, that's your choice. But when it comes to the U.S. embassy, the one flag policy is the way to go. A lot of these policies are a return to common sense, things that we knew as little as 10 years ago to be true. That, for example, when it comes to health data or government identification forms, your biological sex must accord with reality. You can still, again, choose what to do in your own private life. You can choose to dress how you want to dress, present yourself how you want to present yourself. If you're an adult, you can tell people, this is my name, even if it's not the name on your government ID. But your government ID does have to reflect reality. That's why we ask people for their birth date. You're not supposed to lie about that. Other identifying characteristics. It's a matter of security. It's a matter of getting the health data right. It's not about attacking anyone. Hopefully, Americans of all political stripes can agree on that.
Yeah, Michele,
I still identify as 30.
My birthday is in the 2000s. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, me too.
Exactly.
What a coincidence. What I worry about, Michele, is that the Democrats are going to get all amped up and say, see, this president is racist. He is like Hitler. Whatever their talking points have been, this is only going to get them more riled up, as opposed to actually having some people stop and say, well, wait a minute. How about just going with biology? And if an adult wants to change one's sex when they are an adult, say like Caitlyn Jenner, go for it. And that's okay.
I think the difference now, and we saw it in the outcome of the vote, really, the swing states, the popular vote, the electoral vote, is people are wise to this stuff now, to this gaslighting that has been done by the other side, by the left, trying to make this man seem like Hitler. And then you see Barack Obama yucking it up with him at a funeral. Trying to make this man seem like the newest hoax. Elon Musk is a fascist and, signaled a fascist signal is the first example of here they go again. But I just think people are not buying it this time around. They're so tired of these culture wars and people trying to tell them that you're seeing something that you're not seeing. And no, I'm sorry. I'm standing up this time and I'm saying what I know to be the truth. And you can't convince me otherwise. I just think there's been a sea change within the population that we've been misled by government officials, by the press, and we're not going to take it anymore, to quote Network.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.